All right, today we are talking about something that affects millions of families but rarely gets discussed openly. Drug abuse and its impact at home. It's not just about the person using substances, it changes relationships, trust, and the way families function day to day. I am joined by Dr. Cheryl John Sentil Nathan, all the way in India, to discuss this important topic that I know will help families change the dynamics and the way they handle drug abuse. So, if you can, make welcome Dr. John Cheryl Sentil Nathan. All right, the drums are rolling for you already, Doctor.
Thank you so much, Antin. I'm so glad to be here doing this session with you. Like you said, I'm a psychiatrist practicing in India. I practice in the city of Mumbai. I've been in the field for almost 2 decades now. And as an adult, as a psychiatrist who sees adults predominantly, I see a lot of people with substance use, and not just individuals, but families. So I'm very excited to be doing this session with you, hoping that it will benefit a lot of people to navigate this difficult journey.
All right, thank you very much, Doctor. Earlier on, you had to introduce yourself, but the network didn't allow us get the benefit of that. If you wouldn't mind, please help us do it again.
Yes. So, like I said, I am a psychiatrist. I practice in Mumbai. I've been practicing for almost 2 decades now, and I see adults and in general psychiatry. Yeah, so that's about me.
All right, thank you very much. We'll be going straight into the interview because we've had to spend so much time setting this up. And as we speak, I'm afraid I am not even getting a feedback from Facebook platform, but I guess we'll have to go on. Maybe I'll share this just after the session. So, our first discussion or question is let's just have you talk about what drug abuse is before we go into the questions.
So it's very important to understand when we're talking about drug abuse, what is it that we're looking at? Is it an isolated incident or is it a journey? And as a mental health professional, I would like to throw light on this fact that, it's a whole journey that leads us to addiction or dependence. So it can start with an individual, social drinking or a social use of a substance, um, for enjoyment with friends, experimenting as a young adult. Or let me just try this one puff, or let me just try this one drink. And then it leads to abuse. And abuse is when you're using a substance in spite of knowing that it's dangerous for you. It doesn't stop at that. What happens is when you start using substances, it causes changes in your brain. It changes the reward system in your brain. It changes the emotional sensor in your brain. And when that happens, the same substance doesn't give you the same kick. So, what we call it as tolerance. So, the same drink or the same smoke or the same quantity of the substance will not give me the same high that I experience. So, I develop tolerance and I start consuming more of that substance to get the same high. After some time of that, then if I don't use a substance at the quantity that I need, then I start experiencing withdrawal symptoms. Now, these withdrawal symptoms can be psychological and more so physical. So, an individual then starts using a substance not just for the kick or for the high, but to avoid the discomfort that they experience from the withdrawal. So, restlessness, unable to sleep, tremors, nightmares, hallucinations. There can be so many things that can happen in withdrawal. So, when you combine tolerance with withdrawal, over a period of time is when you develop dependence or addiction. So that's how the journey of drug abuse goes.
All right. Thank you very much, doctor, for that. You have actually provided help to what drug or substance abuse. So we go to our first question on that. When most people hear drug abuse, they picture one thing from they picture one thing generally. So from your work with families, what's the reality that most people don't see?
So when you're talking about drug abuse, like you said, the picture is something you're looking at it at the worst case scenario. What gets missed and what you're seeing in your clinic, so what you're seeing as somebody having a drug abuse is only the tip of the iceberg. There is something hidden quite deep within, the under the tip of the iceberg. And what is it? It starts, like I said, with a lot of. Uh, are you there, Jonathan? Sorry, I think I lost you. Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought I lost you. Yeah.
Yes.
So I was talking about how when a person with a history of drug abuse only acts as the tip of the iceberg, a lot of things that are deep within. If we look at it, let's look at it from an individual, right? An individual with drug abuse uh, comes along with a whole family system and an ecosystem too. It's not just the individual who's suffering, the entire family. That means parents, spouses, children, siblings. And when we're treating drug abuse or looking at drug abuse, we tend to miss this part, that is the family which suffers. If you look at the individual, we also miss a lot of high functioning individuals. So they could be executives, homemakers, doing extremely well at their workplace. So at the facade of everything being normal is there, but underneath they're actually having drug abuse. Women with drug abuse tend to be ignored. So women seek treatment or take help, or the family becomes aware about women with drug abuse much, much later because women tend to hide these things very easily. Children with drug abuse, that also gets missed till things have really gone worse. Because especially when children become adolescents and they're experimenting, a lot of the behavior is missed as teenage behavior, or is behaving like a teenager. And families miss drug abuse. Are you there, Jonathan?
Doctor, it seems we are dealing with a lot today. I'm so
Fine.
sorry.
No problem at all. Have you joined back in? Have you live again?
I not yet. Just give me some seconds, please. So
Sure.
sorry about that.
No problem.
I'm sending you another link.
Okay. So I leave this.
I'm sending you another link, so you can leave this actually.